in Roanoke, where the owners of a business that was reduced to a pile of rubble after a 3-alarm fire earlier this year are speaking out tonight. We're learning of multiple failures that could have helped prevent some of that damage. WDBJ7's Taylor Locke has more now on what the investigation has uncovered.
New details are emerging about the fire that tore through the Noke Van Co. building in Roanoke's Riverdale development back in April. Now, the developer says water lines to that building's sprinkler system were out of service at the time of the fire. Now, while it's unclear when exactly they were turned off, Riverdale said in a statement that because of age and deterioration, the lines, quote, functionally don't exist, and that plans were made with the fire department to run longer lines to the area in the event of an emergency. Now, the statement says Riverdale mistakenly believed Noke Van Co. knew about this, quote, historic waterline failure, when in fact they did not.
I got to the fire at about midnight or 11:30. It was fully engulfed, and I asked about the sprinkler system, and that's when they told me it was turned off.
Justin Van Blaricum owns Noke Van Co. with his longtime family friend Josh Yurton. He says the shutdown cost them millions they may never get back.
It just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Like our hole is, we're treading water and trying to keep afloat, and there's just more water. Like we're getting water dumped on us.
Van Blaricum says his understanding is there hadn't been an inspection done by the fire department since they leased the property from Riverdale in September of 2023. He also says they weren't given access to the building's sprinkler rooms and weren't responsible for the maintenance of it. But he says the key decision to the water off was never shared with them.
The big question is, like, we don't know how bad it would have been if it did work. But the real heartbreaking thing for us is that it's left us on the fence with the insurance companies.
Now they're stuck waiting. Insurance companies are investigating whether the owner's lack of knowledge about the situation impacts their claim.
It's super unfortunate setback, but we're pretty convinced that there's a bigger story being told here, and that we're just seeing a part of it. And so there's a plan that's beyond us, and we don't know what that is yet, and we're excited to see how it unfolds.
In its statement, Riverdale says it is working to replace the water and sewer systems for the entire development. Now, that work is expected to be completed by the end of this year. Reporting in studio, I'm Taylor Locke.
WDBJ7 has reached out to Riverdale about when the water line has been turned off, but we have not received an answer to that question as of deadline.